Yo, what's up, guys? This is Crispy710, and I just showed you guys a small little preview of kind of what happened at the end. So I logged into this lobby, or I just logged into GTA. I ended up in this lobby, and I saw two people. I believe they were just doing a 1v1 sniping over here at the beach. So I went ahead and I took my B11 and I went off the radar. Now one of them seemed like obviously they were a higher level that could have been, just like griefing the other one because he's a lower level. But at the end of the day, like the rank doesn't necessarily count unless you're like below probably like rank 50 or so. But I was off the radar and I had not noticed this guy in his Sparrow, so he started just shooting missiles at me. And so I was like, okay, like what does he want? You know what I mean? So he kept shooting missiles at me, and he eventually hit my jet, my B11 Strike Force, and so I was like, oh shoot. So I ended up hopping out of the B11. The one thing that does suck is usually if they like explode your vehicle, and then you like just fall down and kill yourself, they get the kill, which honestly is pretty whack. So I didn't really think much of him. I was like, all right, you know what? I'll probably like go get him later. So um what I was like more focused on was this yellow guy. What's his name? Too high to try, or I'm not 100% sure his name, but what is, yeah, too high to, well, too high to try, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So um it did seem like he kept killing the green guy, which, like I said, they're both like, the yellow guy is like a higher rank than the green guy. But at the end of the day, like I said, I mean, it does, like, rank doesn't really matter too much, um especially when you're like above 120 or something like that. Like, um I'm not sure if you guys kind of agree with that, but I think after rank 120 you unlock like, I think I forgot what stat it is, but I think it's like strength or power or some shit like that. Like, I forgot exactly
Yeah, boy.
um what what like stat that you get. I think it's strength. Like, you don't get like the full amount of strength, but you unlock like the max that you can like go up to, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, honestly, that I've like created a fresh account. But like I said, I was still focused on trying to help this green guy. Now, the green guy's not my friend or anything. I was just kind of like, you know, trying to help him out, just to, I don't know, like maybe give him a better fighting chance or something. But at the end, I killed the yellow guy a couple times, and I was like, all right, you know what? Like, I'm not really trying to like jump him. So I came after this guy in the Sparrow, and as you guys can tell, I was able to kill him. Um, like him being on the Sparrow, me being on the Oppressor. I would have thought he would have had a like a sticky bomb on it or something, but he was just going off of like, his flares and instincts or whatever. But I did go ghost, for a little bit because I was trying to kill the yellow guy, but this guy ended up interfering. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just go over here and try and mess with this guy now. Um, I did shoot him a couple times. I did hit him. Like once I got like a hit marker or something. And even with BST, I'm not sure how he didn't die, which is kind of, kind of weird. Like, usually when somebody doesn't have BST and you do, and you hit them once, they're like, most of the time they die unless you hit them in like maybe a certain part of the body, like the legs or the feet or something like that. But from my experience, shooting somebody with BST and they don't have BST kind of kills them pretty quickly. Now, as you guys can tell, he ended up teleporting to the area where I was at, which I was like, okay, like that's kind of weird. Like, he ended up just teleporting all the way over here. Like, now, not every player does that. Like, only, I would say only like specific players kind of do that, which I don't know, like it's just weird. I the only times that I like to teleport is when um like when I'm in Ghost and somebody goes to their facility, or it's like a lot of people at the airport, and I just teleport over there or something like that, like kind of to like fight them, but not necessarily from like a short distance in the map, which it just seemed very weird to me. I was like what the heck, like this guy could easily shoot me from where he's at. And right here he did get the kill. He was shooting the grenade launcher, if I'm not mistaken. He ended up getting a kill on me, which I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. So you guys can tell he's not in a CEO or an MC or anything like that, so he's not dropping BST, and I am dropping BST. Now that's just the way I like to play. I always have BST because you never know, like when somebody's gonna try and come kill you. It gives you a better chance to like EWO, like explode yourself or whatever the case is. That's just like my style of playing. People always call me a rat or whatever, or like they're like, oh, the way that you fight is like trash. That's completely okay. I really don't mind. But what just seemed weird to me is this guy would just evo for like, I don't know, like just any specific like little thing. Like right there he evoed, you know before I even get to shoot him, he honestly like just explodes himself, which I was all like, oh man, like he's one of those players, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, yeah, I'll explode myself after I get like shot at or something like that, but I mean, at least I try and give the person a chance to to like hit me, to like shoot me. I don't know, things like that. Like right there, he might have just gone scared, and he exploded himself. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like it's hard to even get a kill on somebody that does that. And then right here, it just seemed kind of weird to me. I thought maybe he would have gone into an RC Bandito or an RC tank, but since he had teleported like just like like a minute earlier or so into the video, like I was like, okay, like he might have either gone into his RC Bandito or something, but no, he ended up teleporting like right behind me, which I was like, oh my gosh, like that's funny. Now, if I wouldn't have gone BST right here, this is why, like I say, that I like to drop BST like all the time, just because he shot me. He could have had a kill on me, like he could have, he could have got that kill, but and right there too, like you know what I mean, like he could have easily gotten a kill on me, but since I had the BST, I'm guessing and I'm thinking that's like the reason why I was able to take more damage, because obviously the people that know what BST is, it gives you like I think it's like stands for like Bolshar testosterone or something like that. So when you shoot it, like it gives you like more strength or like power or something like that when you like shoot somebody. It just takes more health away from them, and you're able to take more damage. So that's just kind of how I describe it, which obviously that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's basically what it is. You take more damage from the person, and or you take more like health from the person, and you are able to take more damage. It's basically like not like armor, but you guys know what BST is. Obviously this game has been out for a while, so I always drop BST. I always try and have it. If I don't, if I can't drop it, it's like I kind of fight a little bit different, more in the RC tank, RC Bandito, whatever the case is. So this guy ended up getting into his Sparrow, and I was like, okay, I was like, if I do see like a missile coming straight towards me, I'll just like explode myself, basically like how he has. So he ended up I don't know if he ended up like exploding his what is it called, his Sparrow, like on purpose, or if he just crashed into the building and exploded. So I was just like, you know what, I'm about to go hop into my RC tank. I'll have a better chance. Now I don't know if you guys do know this or not, but if you guys have BST and then you guys hop into your RC tank, shooting the people also causes more damage to them. Now I was riding around, and he like disappeared. His little like his little dot on the map, like of himself, disappeared, and then it appeared right back. So I don't know if he just went into like a job or something, like, you know, tying up a job or something, but he ended up coming back, and I don't think he realized that I was in the RC tank, so I was able to get a pretty easy kill on him. Now I was checking like where he spawned at, and I was like, you know what, like if this is how he wants to play, I'm gonna just end up going ghost and what is it called, and get my oppressor. Now obviously a lot of people's favorite vehicle is the oppressor, bike, whatever you guys want to call it. So it's also mine. So it just gets you around places quicker. The missiles are not that good, but
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
it's still a pretty good vehicle to get around and stuff, which is what I mainly use it for, to like get around, but also to like kill people on the ground. So like I said, I went ghost, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a couple kills on you, just because like you're playing like a rat, basically, like I do. So when I encounter somebody that plays the same way that I like, you know, kind of play, or like the same fighting style, like it's kind of like a match in a way. Now right here, I don't know, he should have thrown down a sticky bomb, but from what it looks like, he ended up getting his rail gun out, and I think he tried to EVO, which it did not work. Not 100% sure, but I had explosives on my shotgun, and with BST, that's like a for sure kill. Now he did end up going ghost on me, and one thing that you guys, I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this or not, but if you guys have like a Izzy, or like just a Torador, or like just anything like this will work, you guys just get away from them, you know, jump out of the car, you know, bike, whatever, and as long as it hits them and it does enough damage, you are able to get the kill. So as soon as that happened, he ended up leaving the session. Now I thought it was like all done for, but like I think I ended up messaging him, and then he ended up telling me this. He said to hop into a party. I didn't want to hop into a party, and then he just claimed that his buddy was like a dev, which is a developer, I believe. And so I don't know, it just seemed funny to me. So that was basically the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did like it. If you guys did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys next time.